Hey there, Doctor Who fans and fans of physical media alike. Welcome back to the channel. I'm the Triple CC, that's the time-travelling toy collector, and in this video we are looking at the next entry into Collecting the Collection, the Doctor Who playlist. We're still awaiting the next release in the actual classic The Collection range, and so whilst we await that, I'm continuing to work through the Steelbook limited edition Blu-ray releases of New Who. And we are now up to what I'm going to call, because the season numbers are meaningless anyway, I'm going to call season 30A, because this is the specials that sort of bookended the David Tennant era, the 10th Doctor era, I should say, of Classic Who, and marked the end of RTD1, which at the time was just RTD, the RTD era of Doctor Who. Now, just like the others, this isn't a review of the specials per se. This is literally a review of the physical media, because as we've discovered relatively recently, it's really important that we do actually retain physical media copies of certain things, especially certain things that we love, because all too often, if we stream stuff or we're trying to get it online, that can disappear quite quickly and without any alternative means of getting access to it. And of course, we also don't always get the special features, which vary significantly from release to release. But we definitely don't get the special features available through the streaming services that we do with physical media. So for me, physical media will always have a place in my heart and on my shelf. But this Blu-ray release, this was one of the modern reissuings of the various collections in this Blu-ray style, this Blu-ray Steelbook style, I should say, really, and they are magnificent. So far, they seem to have stopped at season 8, which was Peter Capaldi's first season. So there are sort of 2 Peter Capaldi seasons that are currently not released at the time of recording here in September 2025. And it's quite frustrating, because I'm going to have a big speed bump when I get to those. But I will hold out until they are released. Anyway, here we have the Blu-ray Steelbook collection for the Doctor Who specials. The first run of specials that we ever had in Doctor Who. It's happened since, but this was the first run. And you can see on the front there, and it's really nice effect when we do that into the lighting with that Steelbook. As you see the 10th Doctor there beginning to regenerate. Bit of a spoiler, I suppose, but nothing we can't work around. Yeah, so here we have it. We're in the what I like to call a sort of dust cover, which is brilliant because it keeps the corners and the bottom protected from when it's on the shelf. Huge space saver there, Doctor Who the specials. So this doesn't really have any sort of season denomination. And here's all the information that we have on the reverse side. So there's quite an epic cast list. We've got an array of episodes: The Next Doctor, Planet of the Dead, Waters of Mars, and The End of Time Parts 1 and 2. And actually, talking about bonus features, quite the array here. The Proms, a video diary by David Tennant, all the Christmas idents, not a huge space filler. Doctor Who at Comic Con back in 2009. Deleted scenes and confidential audio commentaries. But we also get a bonus disc in this version, and this is, I think, quite fantastic, because we also get Dreamland and The Infinite Quest, which were 2 animated Doctor Who seasons, short series, you know. And we also get The Wedding of Sarah Jane Smith Parts 1 and 2, which featured David Tennant guest starring as the Doctor in that Sarah Jane story. And I believe, if memory serves, that actually was the last thing he filmed as the 10th Doctor, in terms of his actual run. I know he may have filmed other things as the 10th Doctor and other Doctors subsequently to that, but in terms of the timeline at this point in the history, I think it was actually chronologically the last thing he filmed as the Doctor. And then there's In Conversation with David Tennant from 2019. So there's quite a lot, on here. So let's get the slipcase off. And there's the... See, this is a shame because we do seem to have moved into a period of having this to deal with. That was actually, I think, what the specials box set looked like. That was the standard release back in the day. And that just breaks down what we get on each of the discs. And it's good because we are getting the confidentials as well. Special features on each of the discs, which is nice. And then that dedicated disc 4. So, you know, not bad at all. So here we go with the, well, with the actual disc. You can see in the background it is the 10th Doctor's, well, 9th and 10th Doctor's TARDIS interior, just before it goes a little bit to hell. And the Doctor in an iconic pose taken from The End of Time Part 2. And it really is, you know, it is a really nice representation of that. And as I mentioned at the beginning, it's really nice how the light can catch it. It to really give that sort of, spoiler alert, regeneration effect there. On the reverse side, we see the various supporting characters, good and bad and ugly, from this set. Again, beautifully realised in that metallic artistic design. We've got the Master, Cybermen, Rassilon, Ood, Donna. We've got the Flood from the Waters of Mars. We've got the Flying Bus. We've got the Swarm. We've got Adelaide. We've got Wilf, and we've got Donna. So, you know, there's an awful lot going on there. But it looks lovely. And of course, we've got the TARDIS at the bottom there. There is the TARDIS, looking resplendent, as 'twas ever the case. So yeah, a really beautiful design. Going inside, it's a little bit more simplistic. It's the old sort of old school discs, and they are. And I don't like this as a rule, but they're sort of stacked up. There's the bonus disc with the animated stories on it. Yeah, not too much of a fan of that format, but it is what it is. And what's nice is we do get a different piece of art for each of the discs. So, but I am more of a fan of when the steelbooks have like those slip cases, so it can hold them a little bit more securely. This is the full artwork for the piece. And as I say, yes, I love the steelbooks for their capacity to be super slender and then, you know, take up minimal space. I'm all about space saving, but yeah, minimal space on the shelf. So that's it. That is our quick look at the steelbook release of what I'm calling season 30A. Which is the David Tennant specials in that sort of, well, it's not really a gap year because they had the specials, but yeah, so it's the David Tennant specials from that reduced year, which was the first time we kind of had a reduced year in New Who, and it looks adorable. It looks great. It looks fantastic lined up against the other Blu-rays. And yeah, did you manage to pick this up? Do you have the original box set of the DVDs maybe, or the Blu-ray, the sort of standard edition back when it first came out, or did you let that pass by, or are you quite happy to stream it as and when you can, and hope to goodness that it just stays available online? Let me know in the comments down below. And also, if you, and I've asked this a couple of times. And because of the timey-wimey nature of the order of some of these videos, you may hear it again in the future, but there we are. Do we know anything? Does anyone watching this know when we might see those last two steelbook Blu-ray releases for the 12th Doctor? Because my collection anxiety kicks in when I just see those gaps. I mean, I do have the seasons as in Blu-ray cases, but I don't have the steelbook version. I have the sort of standard release version, and it's uncomfortable. It's an uncomfortable feeling, and of course, I then have everything that follows that. So it's just these two seasons that are sort of sitting there mocking me, and I don't like it. Anyway. enough of me. This has been the 10th Doctor, Doctor Who specials wrapped up into season 30A, presented in this lovely, glorious Steelbook Blu-ray limited edition collection set. You've been a fantastic companion as I've looked through it and shown it off to you. I hope you managed to get it in your collection if you are a fan. It really is lovely. They all are. The ones they've released have been absolutely splendid using this sort of style of artwork. It's great. And I very much look forward to seeing you in another video, in a future video or a past video, because there's lots to go and check out. And if you've enjoyed this little perusal of this piece of physical media, do please drop a like to the video. And of course, if you are so inclined, it would be amazing if you could also subscribe completely free to the channel. It really helps me boost my numbers, get me to my next subscriber milestone, which would mean the absolute world to me. And of course, it would mean you'd never miss a future video of anything Doctor Who related. And I believe that there should be a few new Doctor Who-y things coming out quite soon. So keep an eye on the channel for that if you are into Doctor Who collectible type shenanigans. Anyway, you take care. I've been the Triple TC, that's the Time Travelling Toy Collector, and it just remains for me to say that things of beauty really are toy franchise adjacent forever. Take care. Bye-bye for now.